since you ask me to pass you the biscuits, I believe I may have some unleavened discs of flour, sugar, and fat you may find scrumptious. Moreover, as I reach for the traditional black velvet biscuit bag, I am reminded by it of a rather curious story. No, you can't have the biscuits without the story. I don't care if you no longer want the biscuits. You've started me off now. It all took place during the time I was Regius Professor of Logic and Etiquette at College, Cambridge. Myself and a few of my fellow logicians and etiquetticians had gathered in the combination room to discuss philosophy and eat biscuits in equal measure. We were deep into a fascinating discussion of whether, if a tree falls in a forest, the other tree should help it up or just pretend nothing has happened. When I spoke the fateful words that were to change everything, the very words that you yourself spoke just now, it seems to me that we must make a distinction between the tree as tree qua tree, and pass the biscuits, would you? And the tree as, if you will...
The biscuits.
I broke off. Across the room, the senior lecturer in syllogisms and table manners was gazing at me with a troubled look in his eye. Worse still, he was not passing the biscuits. Yes, if you would, old man, yes.
What, were you going to take one, Finnemore?
Well, yes, I thought I might.
But there's only 2 left.
Yes, exactly, so there'll still be 1 left. Good Lord, man, I wouldn't take the last one.
Oh, of course not. We're all perfect logicians and we're all perfectly polite. Or would any of us take the last biscuit? No, absolutely not. But don't you see? By taking the penultimate biscuit, you are leaving a plate with just 1 biscuit on it. A biscuit we have just agreed no one would ever take.
Yes?
Well then, since no one will take the last biscuit, it follows the second to last biscuit effectively becomes the last biscuit, and as such may itself not be taken.
Oh, good heavens, you're quite right. Oh, well then, of course, I'll leave it.
But wait!
The cry came from the Emeritus Fellow in Semantics and thank you letters.
Where then does that leave the anti-penultimate biscuit?
The anti-penultimate I don't follow.
Yes, if we all now decline to take the second to last biscuit...
Yes, then by the same logic, taking the third to last biscuit now becomes as rude as taking the second to last biscuit.
Chimed in the Vice Dean of Propositional Calculus and wiping your feet.
Yes, which is itself as rude as taking the last biscuit.
Oh, no.
Oh, and worse yet, logically we can't, nay, we must extend this principle back through all the biscuits in the packet.
Yes, until taking even the first biscuit is revealed as an unpardonable act of rudeness.
Yes, I cried in desperation, stop! Look at what you're doing! For the love of God, stop logicking! But it was too late. The damage was done. In the space of only a couple of minutes, in our foolish brilliance, the entire faculty had logicked itself out of being allowed to have any biscuits. The dreadful hush was broken only by the senior lecturer, rocking gently to and fro and murmuring,
I am become death, destroyer of tea time.
2 consequences followed upon this dreadful day, sir. Firstly, the study of logic was immediately outlawed in every university in Great Britain, and not a moment too soon. And secondly, it is the reason why, for those poor unfortunates like myself, for whom this came as too little, too late, the biscuits can now only be served in unknown numbers inside a black velvet bag. Good night. John Finnemore's Souvenir programme was written and performed by John Finnemore with Margaret Cabourn-Smith, Simon Kane, Laurie Lewin and Carrie Quinlan. The producer was Ed Morrish and it was a BBC Studios production. Seriously though, it is new.